I hope you're having a good morning. I am always blessed having a good morning, other than here in Florida. The heat is oppressive. But here we go. Let's talk about ants today. One thing, starting right out, is insects have such a structure and are smart that by us learning more about those that are around us that are not humans or animals like dogs, we love dogs. Please, you know, Jamie's my boss, but I still love her dearly. But when you study, as we did with cockroaches and spiders, today's ants. Now, there is so many things to talk about with ants that this is going to be broken out into individual, self-contained discussions about all the many things that's helpful for us to learn all about ants around the world. One of the interesting facts is that if we were able to take all the humans in the world and put them on a scale, and right next to it you put another scale with all the ants on that scale around the world, you will find that the ants outweigh the humans. And I won't even give weights, because I know in the sense of an ant, it's almost very, very little weight. Humans, we have people that are skinny, not skinny, and, maybe a little heavy. And bottom line, the ants will still outweigh them. So we find very interesting. Now, ants are fascinating insects belonging to the family, and please excuse me if I destroy some of these words. I don't try to. This isn't like a comedy, but anyway, they belong to the family Formicidae and are known for their complex social structures and diverse species. So what we're going to do today is we're going to show you all the individual ants, queen, etc., and you'll see pictures. Now, admittedly, some of them don't look very different from others, but that's okay. They all, a lot of times, have different functions, different capabilities. But here are some of the types of ants. And why are these creatures so fascinating to study? Because again, we learn a lot from how they function, work together, build structures, and keep each other safe. Really pretty exciting. So the first one we're going to look at, this is a Compsognathus ant. And I know you'd say, well, does that mean they build houses? Well, no. In some cases, it's a little hard to know exactly why one is called one versus another. They are known for building nests in wood, which they excavate to create smooth tunnels. Now again, I should have seen this before. I just said it's hard sometimes to figure out why they get their names, but in this case, we know why the Compsognathus ants have their name. They are large ants, typically black or red and black. All right, the next one, these are fire ants, and oh yeah, these are probably one of the tough ones because, you get yourself stuck in a nest of these wonderful fire ants, you're probably gonna be very unhappy. So they are known for their painful sting. These ants are aggressive and form large colonies. They usually are reddish in color, so you probably won't miss them in more ways than one, and hopefully it's not where they're all of a sudden biting you, because bottom line, they have a heck of a sting. So not that if you get stung, you'd say, oh, that's this ant or that ant, but you will know that these guys are around you. And, you know, it's just, again, I find this so interesting. The next ant is the Argentine ant. They are small, light to dark brown ants that are highly invasive. They form massive super colonies and are known for their ability to displace native ant species. So these guys, they come in and take the world over, or take your ant hill away from other ants. And that's, you know, I always feel in the world, well, you should leave everybody alone unless you have something good to do or say. All right, so what we now are going to move on to, this is the odorous house ant. Now, I guess they're mainly in the house. They're small, dark brown or black ants known for kind of a rotten coconut smell. They emit, you know, when crushed. Oops, you know, I don't kill most of anything. I don't like to kill anything, actually, even cockroaches. Now, the next one we're going to talk about is the pharaoh ant. Now, I don't know why they're considered a pharaoh, but we'll find out. They're tiny yellow to light brown ants that are notorious indoor pests. They are difficult to control due to their ability to form multiple colonies. They kind of, I guess you might say, gauge their bets so that they can be safe. Okay, the next ant is called the pavement ant. Now, they're small brown to black ants that typically nest in cracks in pavements. So they're not stupid. They're probably but one of the ant colony types that will survive just about everything, is hurricanes, maybe even floods. So they nest in cracks in pavement. They are common in urban areas and are known for their aggressive behavior toward other ant species. You know, the theme with this, I was just hoping, and I hadn't really looked at all the verbiage, and I was hoping that there'd be more of a common good relationship from one ant to another, but it's just something, I guess it's not. The next one is called the harvester ant. These guys, they're medium to large ants known for collecting seeds, which they store in their nests. They have very painful stings and are usually red or brown. Again, you will not be tested on this. I never test you on anything that I put together. But as I've said many times, I just love learning the different things. I never knew there were so many common types of ants in the world. So anyway, the next one we're going to talk about is the leaf cutter ant, known for cutting leaves. That makes sense. And using them to cultivate fungus, which is their primary food source. They are mostly found in tropical regions. And you know, the interesting thing with what has happened in Florida, as we keep going up temperature-wise, and you know, we used to have maybe in the and I know I go off on tangents occasionally, or all the time. The scary part is in Florida, even when I was on the East Coast, I'm on the West Coast now in Naples. Every summer, has been hotter than the summer before, going back to 2014. So what happens when the heat keeps going up, there's a lot of different things that happen, either good or bad for animals. So, that's why it's important for us to study them. Okay, the next one is called the weaver ant. These ants are known for building nests by weaving leaves together using silk produced by their larvae. They are found in tropical Asia and Africa and are green or reddish. Okay, the next one is the bullet ant. And they're known for extremely painful sting, and they're large black ants found in Central and South Africa. Okay, now the thing we have to talk about is how do they all survive and live and multiply? What you're looking at now is the queen. Now, the neat thing is everybody around her has a job and they do their job. She is the reproductive female that start new colonies and lay eggs. Some species have multiple queens per colony, division of labor. We also now have the workers that are sterile females that perform various tasks such as foraging, caring for the queen and her brood, and defending the nest. And then we have the lowly male. Sorry, don't take any of this offense, but they are reproductive males whose primary role is to mate with the queen. So they have quite a job, but they definitely get belittled. Now, in general, ants play crucial roles in ecosystems as predators, scavengers, and soil aerators. Never heard that before. Putting and kind of stirring up dirt so it can kind of be, I guess, better for them. And again, I don't know an ant real well, so I haven't asked. But their social structures and behaviors are subjects of extensive study in entomology. Ants have a complex social structure and behaviors that make them one of the most successful groups of insects, capable of adapting to a wide range of environments and forming intricate communities. Anyway, I've tried to keep these shorter because, how long can you stay awake? But anyway, the next installment of this is going to be behavior and social structure. I kind of went a little bit into it when I talk about the queen, those that take care of the queen, and then the males that have sex, I guess, whatever you want to say, with the queen. That, I don't know if we'd like that job, but anyway. So that will be our next installment, and termites are another one that I'm going to do. And it's just, we could all learn from how good they are, how hard they work, and survive. And I certainly hope they all can survive as the world is getting a little warmer, a a lot warmer, and we do our best. So I want to thank you. I always thank you. You know, I will never not thank you. And again, thank you for, and one of my favorite YouTubers, he says, thank you for learning with me. So that's exactly the same thing here. And I want to thank you, thank you, thank you. And please, I always like comments. I always like questions. And please stay safe, be well. And again, thank you for being here. See you in the next one.